Hello everyone, and welcome back to Speed English. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever watched an English movie without subtitles? Only to realize you understood almost nothing? Or maybe you've spent months, maybe even years studying English. You know thousands of words? You understand your English teacher. You understand YouTube lessons. But the moment a native English speaker starts talking, it feels like they're speaking a completely different language. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And here's the most important thing I want you to know. The problem is probably not your English. Yes, you heard that right. Most English learners believe they can't understand native speakers because their vocabulary is too small, or because their grammar isn't good enough. But in most cases, that's not the real reason. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly why native English speakers sound so difficult to understand. And more importantly, how you can train your ears to understand them naturally. By the end of this video, you'll stop blaming yourself, and you'll finally know what to practice. Let's get started. The first reason is something that surprises almost every English learner. Native speakers don't speak the way English is taught in textbooks. Think about your English classes. You probably learned sentences like, "How are you? I am going to the store. What are you doing?" Everything was spoken slowly, clearly. Every word was perfectly pronounced. But real life doesn't work like that. Native speakers don't usually say, "What are you doing?" Instead, you'll often hear something that sounds like, "What Daya doing? Did you notice what happened?" The words didn't actually disappear. They simply connected together. This happens all the time in natural English. Words blend together. Sounds become shorter. Some sounds disappear completely. That's why even if you know every individual word, your brain can't separate them fast enough. Imagine someone writing 3 words without any spaces between them. You know every word. But reading them instantly becomes much harder. That's exactly what happens when native speakers talk naturally. So if you've ever thought, "I know these words, why can't I hear them?" Now you know. You're not missing vocabulary. You're missing connected speech. Now let's move to the second reason. Native speakers speak in chunks, not individual words. This is one of the biggest differences between learners and fluent speakers. Many learners study vocabulary one word at a time. For example, take, look, get, make. But native speakers think in phrases. Instead of saying one word, they naturally use expressions like, "Take your time. I'll get back to you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day." These word combinations become automatic. Your brain starts recognizing them as one unit instead of several separate words. Think about your own language. When someone uses a common expression, you don't analyze every single word. You understand the entire phrase instantly. That's exactly how English works too. The more common phrases you learn, the easier native conversations become. Here's a simple challenge. Instead of learning 10 new words today, learn 5 useful English expressions. Repeat them. Use them. Listen for them in videos. You'll be surprised how often they appear. Now, here's another reason that almost nobody talks about. You're probably trying too hard to understand every single word. This is one of the biggest mistakes English learners make. Imagine watching your favorite movie. A character says something. You understand the first 5 words. Then there's one word you don't know. Your brain immediately stops. What does that word mean? While you're thinking, the conversation continues. 10 more seconds pass. Now you've missed 3 more sentences. Sound familiar? Fluent listeners don't do this. When they hear one unfamiliar word, they simply ignore it. They continue listening because they know something powerful. Understanding the overall message is far more important than understanding every single word. Think about conversations in your own language. Do you catch every single word? Probably not. Sometimes people mumble. Sometimes there's background noise. Sometimes someone uses a word you've never heard before. Yet somehow, you still understand the conversation. That's because your brain focuses on meaning, not perfection. You should train your English listening in exactly the same way. Now let's talk about something that completely changes how you practice listening. Most learners only listen to easy English. There's nothing wrong with beginner lessons. They're useful. They build confidence. But if you only listen to slow, carefully spoken English, your ears never adapt to real conversations. It's like practicing basketball by shooting without ever playing against real opponents. Eventually, you have to practice in real conditions. That doesn't mean you should jump into the fastest podcast you can find. Instead, gradually increase the difficulty. Start with slow English, then move to natural YouTube videos. Next, interviews, then podcasts. Finally, TV shows and movies without relying on subtitles all the time. Your ears need progressive training, just like your muscles need progressive exercise. And here's something most people don't realize. The goal isn't to understand 100%. Even many native speakers don't catch every single word in every conversation. The goal is understanding enough to follow the message confidently. That small change in expectation removes so much unnecessary pressure. And when you stop panicking, ironically, you start understanding much more. Let's continue with another reason that makes a huge difference. Native speakers don't always use the words you learned in textbooks. Think about it. In school, you probably learned formal English. Words and sentences that are grammatically correct. But everyday conversations are different. Native speakers use contractions, slang, idioms, and informal expressions all the time. Instead of saying, "I am going to call you later," they simply say, "I'm going to call you later." Instead of, "Do you want to?" you might hear, "Do you wanna?" Or instead of saying, "I don't know," you'll often hear, "Dunno." At first, these expressions sound completely unfamiliar. But here's the truth. They're not new words. They're simply the natural way English is spoken. The more you expose yourself to real conversations, the more familiar these patterns become. Don't try to memorize hundreds of slang words overnight. Instead, whenever you hear an expression repeatedly, write it down. Learn it in context. Say it out loud. Then listen for it again. That's how your listening improves naturally. Now here's another habit that separates successful learners from frustrated ones. They don't just listen, they listen actively. There's a huge difference between hearing English and actually training your ears. Many people play an English podcast in the background while scrolling on their phones. Technically, English is playing, but their brain isn't paying attention. Active listening is different. Choose a short audio clip, maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute. Listen once without subtitles. Ask yourself, what did I understand? Then listen again with subtitles. Notice the words you missed. Finally, listen one more time without subtitles. You'll be amazed at how much more you understand. This simple exercise trains your brain to recognize real spoken English much faster than passively listening for hours. Quality beats quantity. 10 minutes of focused listening can be more valuable than an hour of distracted listening. Now let's talk about one more mistake that holds many learners back. They give up too soon. Imagine going to the gym for 1 week and expecting six-pack abs. Sounds unrealistic, right? Yet many people expect listening skills to improve that quickly. After watching a few English videos, they think, I still can't understand native speakers. So maybe I'm just bad at English. That's not true. Listening is a skill, and every skill improves through repetition. Your brain needs time to adapt. Every conversation you hear is building new connections. Even if it doesn't feel like you're improving, trust the process. One day, something incredible happens. You suddenly realize you understood an entire conversation without translating, not because English became easier, but because you became better, and that moment makes every minute of practice worth it. So let's quickly review what we've learned today. If you can't understand native English speakers, it doesn't mean you're bad at English. It usually means you're missing the skills that real conversations require. Remember these key points. Native speakers connect words together. They speak in phrases instead of isolated words. You don't need to understand every single word. Train with real English, not only slow classroom English. Learn common everyday expressions. Practice active listening. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Fluency isn't something that happens overnight. It's something you build one listening session at a time. Think about where you are today. Now imagine practicing these techniques for the next 3 months, then 6 months, then 1 year. Your ears will begin recognizing patterns automatically. Words that once sounded impossible will suddenly become clear. Conversations that once felt overwhelming will start feeling comfortable. That's how real progress happens. Not through shortcuts, not through magic, but through smart, consistent practice. So the next time you don't understand a native speaker, don't say, my English is terrible. Instead say, my ears are still in training. That one mindset shift will keep you motivated instead of discouraged. Now I'd love to hear from you. What is the hardest part about understanding native English speakers? Is it their speed, their accent, their pronunciation, or their vocabulary? Leave your answer in the comments below, because I read as many comments as I can, and I'd love to know what you're struggling with. If this video helped you understand why native English speakers seem so difficult to follow, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Speed English, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. Remember, every fluent English speaker was once a confused learner who kept listening instead of giving up. Keep practicing. Keep believing in yourself. And I'll see you in the next video.